Hello everyone, this is Praveena from TTW Women Jingam. As a part of the online lecture, I have decided to take the English grammar, as grammar is very important to each and everyone in our life and throughout the life. It might be useful to the first years and the second years as well as the final years, as the final years doesn't have an English subject. Okay, let's start with the grammar first. As you all know that English is an international language and everyone sees different things about our language, about the English language. But the first foremost thing is that why do we need English is because it is the only language where we can communicate throughout the world, and it is very useful in our daily life, and in different fields we would be able to communicate properly without any difficulties. So to have a good accent and to have a good communication skill, or whether it might be a reading, writing or listening or whatever it might be, the first most important thing is that you have to be perfect in the grammar part. Okay, so let's start with the grammar. Okay, let's start with a sentence. Okay, what is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words, right? So what are those words? Those words are related to nouns, pronouns, that is a part of the speech, right? So according to the grammar rules, what is a sentence is? A sentence is also known as a syntax or a word order in which the nouns, pronouns and or other words are arranged in a chronological way. Chronological way, that means in a meaningful manner. See, if I say a sentence, the coat ball in, so it doesn't make any sense. Okay, when I arrange all the words in a proper way, like the ball is in the court, that becomes a sentence, and which is a meaningful sentence. Okay, next is an articles, right? Sorry. Yeah, next is an articles. Okay, what are articles? Articles indicate like whether the expect our listeners to know which things or the people we are referring to, and when we indicate a particular things, that is, it might be in a general or it might be in the specific things which we like we go through in our daily life. So we have two different types of articles. One is indefinite article and definite article. And one more thing is that what is an article? The article is a word that modifies the noun or which describes a noun. And one more important thing is that we use an article only before the noun, and and it is important to show that whether it is referring to something which is specific or not. Okay, in this we have two types of articles. One is indefinite articles and definite articles. And in definite articles we have two, that is a and an. That is a and an. Then we have another one, the. Okay, when do we use these? We use these articles an. First, let's take an indefinite article, that is an and. When do we use an? We use this an in front of the vowels. Okay, what are vowels? Vowels, we have 5 letters, that is A, E, I, O, U. And before the formation of the words with these vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U, we use an. And one more important thing is that when the letter, okay, the sound, the first letter sounds in the vowel sound, that time also we use an. And the next one is an that is a. When do we use this we use in front of the consonants. What are consonants? Consonants are the letters except the vowels, that is the 5 letters A, E, I, O, U, and rest of all the letters are consonants. Okay. Then coming to the next article, that is a definite article. When do we use this definite article? The we use it when in the sentence when we are particularly talking about the same part again in the sentence. Okay, that time we use the. Okay, and like example, the Taj Mahal is built in India. Okay, the India we say, because again like we are speaking it, the reference we are giving here is again to the noun, so that's why we use the is used to the specific things, okay, or specific people. Okay, this is about the articles, and this one is the most important one. Okay, now next, after this articles, this is the formation of before the nouns or before the verbs, right? So next, the most important things which comes here in the grammar is the parts of the speech. Okay, how many parts of the speech are there? We have 8 parts of the speeches. What are the 8 parts of the speech? Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, preposition, verb, conjunction, and interjection. Okay, these parts of the speech we'll be learning from our childhood onwards. Okay, but due to some confusion, most of the students or most of the people I say, they get confused while writing or while speaking or while reading. Okay, so when we will be perfect in this parts of the speech, it will be easy for us to have a grip on the English language. Okay, okay, let's go to the first one, that is noun. Okay, what is a noun? As we know that in a childhood will be like everyone have played one of the game like name place animal thing, right? So it is related to the same thing, noun. What is a noun? A noun is a name of a person, place, or a thing. Okay, it is just a naming word. Okay, here we have a classification in this nouns like according to the gender. Okay, gender, everyone know that masculine and feminine, that is a male and the female. So here we have the another two classification in this, that is masculine, feminine, common, and neuter. Okay, masculine, as we know that masculine is related to the males. Okay, it can be a male bird, like sorry, male animals, men, boys. Feminine, women, girls, female animals, and female birds. Okay, common. What is a common noun here? Here, common noun is the word which is given common one to both the males and the females, like baby, child. It might be a, we may say that it's a boy, girl, right? Boy or a girl. It comes under the masculine, feminine. When we say it's a baby, it can be a boy or it can be a girl or child. We say kid. These are the different kinds of words which are common to both of the genders, whether it's a masculine or feminine. And another one is an neuter noun. When do we use this neuter noun? We use this neuter noun to the non-living things like pen, pencil, table, cot, school. Okay. And one more thing is that these are only the classification to the noun. And next we can get to know about the different kinds of nouns. Okay, we have different kinds of nouns, and the first one is an common noun. Okay, what is a common noun? As we like in the classification, we got to know that it's a name which is given to the all the males and the females, that is all the masculine and the feminine, which have a same one. Okay, that one. Then next we have in proper noun. What is a proper noun? Proper noun is a specific one, a specific name of an individual. Okay, of an individual, it can be an animal, person, place, or an institution. Okay, or it can be a month, or it can be a day, or it can be a season, festival, which a specific one is given to it. Okay, like example we can give like Dasara, Kakatiya University, okay, Kammam, or it can be name of our favorite like cricket players like Virat Kohli or any of the players. The next one comes is abstract noun. Okay, what is an abstract noun? Abstract noun is the we use for the things which we cannot see nor we can touch. Okay, these are the only intangible one. Intangible one is the one which we cannot see or touch, which has a quality or an action or a concept like beauty, okay, beauty, honesty, fear, hatred, sweetness. These are the qualities or these are the state or it's a concept or it's an action which we cannot see nor we cannot touch. Okay, then next comes a concrete noun. Okay, here what is a concrete noun? Concrete one is a one which that we can perceive with the five senses. Okay, like example eyes, flower, etc. Okay, then again here we have countable nouns. Okay, like the name itself, that is the countable. Count itself, we get to know that these are the one which can be counted. Okay, like apples, trains, which can be counted, those are known as the countable noun. And the next is an uncountable noun. Here also we can get to know with the name itself that which cannot be counted, like food, water, snow, rice. Okay, these are the uncountable nouns. Then next we have compound noun. Okay, here compound noun. Compound is the words more than two, more than one. It can be two or more. The small words together, like sunflower, textbook, seafood. Okay, these are the nouns, compound nouns. Then next we have collective noun. Okay, the collective noun, the number itself, collective, that is the collection. Okay, it can be a collection of persons or things or it can be anything. Okay, which can be taken as an whole as one, like army, okay, group, family, flock, okay, class, government. These are the different kinds of words. See, in this we have many of them, but those are the collection and we give a single name. Okay, like army, that is number of soldiers. Okay, like. The next we have singular noun. Okay, singular noun, the word itself, single, which is referring only to a single. It can be a person, place, or things, or it can be an idea also. Okay, like cat, dog, hero. Okay, then next plural noun. What is a plural one? It can be more than one. It can be a place, things, or it can be an idea. Okay, like babies, ships, dogs. Okay, these are the different kinds of nouns. Okay, this is the first parts of the speech, and the second one here is pronoun. Okay, pronouns. As we know that pronoun, the word itself. Here we get to know that pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. Okay, like example, I have built a house. Here I. Okay, and here also pronouns, we have different kinds of pronouns. Okay, the different kinds of pronouns are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun. These are the different 8 types of pronoun. Okay, let's take with the first one. What do we have? The first one is on personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? The words like I, we, you, he, she, it. Okay, these are the different personal pronouns and they refer to the 3 persons. That is the first person, second person and the 3 persons we have in the pronouns, right? So these are the one which refer to 3 persons. Okay, and these are the subjects, like we use I, we, you, he, she, it, they. We will be using them as a subjects. Okay, and the another one, that is the corresponding ones like me, us, you, him, her, it. We use it as an object forms. Okay, for example, we are the first year students. We. Okay, we is a personal pronoun here. Okay, next what do we have? Relative pronouns. Okay, what are relative pronouns? Relative pronouns are pronouns which like WH1. Okay, we have WH like whom, who, which, whomsoever, whose. These are the nouns which come before them in a sentence. Okay, like they refer only when they are mentioned previously. Okay, there can be a person, place, or thing or idea. Okay, and one more important thing is that here in the relative pronouns, what do they do is they can be used to join 2 sentences. Okay, for example, my parents live in Patna, which is the capital of Bihar. Here, what is the word which is doing, which is joining the 2 sentences? The first sentence is, my parents live in Patna. Then what's the second one? Second one is, which is the capital of Bihar? So, it is used like, it can be used in between the sentences and which can join 2 sentences here. Okay, now. Next, what's the next one is intensive pronoun. What do these intensive pronouns do? Okay, they are the pronoun, they emphasize, okay, they emphasize or a noun or a pronoun, and what do they do is they provide and more importance to the sentence. The importance is given more in this with the help of this intensive pronouns, like example, himself, herself, yourself, ourself, themselves. For example, he hurt himself. Excuse. And one more thing is that this pronouns, what do they do is they are used when the subject and the object of the verb both refer to the same person. Okay, this is the key point where we can remember here. Okay, then next is a demonstrative pronoun. Okay, here the demonstrative pronoun here itself is we get to know that demonstrate. Like we have a point here, something specific within a sentence. Okay, here demonstrate, here attention. Here attention of the nouns is given by replacing them. Okay, like example, these, those, such. Okay, like these documents are mine. Okay, this is the book I was referring to. This, that is Ramu's bag, that. Okay, these are the different demonstrative pronouns. Okay, now next, interrogative pronouns. What are interrogative pronouns? Here we can, like in the word itself, we get to know that interrogative. Okay, interrogate, here questioning. Okay, here these pronouns are used to begin a question. Okay, to begin a question or and one more important thing is that it is used to make questions, okay, easy. Like example, what, which, whom, whose, okay. Who is your friend? What is your name? Okay, these are the pronouns which we can be used in the sentence. Then next is an reflexive pronouns. What are reflexive pronouns? Here reflexive pronouns are the one which is when the object and the subject are the same noun, like self, selves, okay, myself, okay, I myself will help you achieve success. Myself, here myself, yourself, himself, okay. Then next comes the verbs. Like most of them we are familiar with this, right? Verb. What is this? Like everyone knows that it is an hmm? What is a verb? Verb is a action. Okay. Verb is an action word which tells what the sentence, like the word, it can be a noun or a pronoun, what is it doing, what is work in it, okay. The word that tells that a person, like it can be a noun or a pronoun, what is it doing there, okay. Here we can see, here is football, right? I play football, the boy is playing football, okay. Like example, I play football, they skip quickly, we eat, okay. These are the examples one. Then next we have here, we have two different types of verbs, that is transitive and intransitive verbs, and finite verbs and infinite verbs. Here with the like um, here the words itself we get to know that finite verbs are the one which shows us time. It is limited. It can be a number of persons, or it can be the gender of the subject. Okay, like example, Neha writes letters. Writes, here number. Okay, they write letters. Then non-infinite verbs, they doesn't show any time, or a verb which is not limited. It can be numerous, it can be countless, okay. Like example, we try to sing, they try to sing, okay. Then and this finite verbs we have three, that is the main verb, the action which can be changed. As the noun is the work of the noun changes, the main verb changes. It can be like in the present tense, or it can be in the past tense. And one more important thing here is it indicates whether it's a passive or the active voice, okay. And also it indicates the number, or it can be a singular or a plural. For example, I went for a walk around the park. Okay, then here in the infinite verbs we have three types, that is the gerund, infinitives, and participles. Okay, gerunds is the one which can be used as a noun as well as the verb. Like example, I like swimming. Here, swimming can be a noun or it can be a verb. It is both, right? There. And one more, like here in this, the helping verbs. Here, helping verbs are also known as the auxiliary verbs. And one more important thing is that in the finite verbs, these are the verbs like whose changes according to the noun, that is the tenses, number, person, or it can be related to, we have like actually here we have three verbs. It can be a primary helping verb, or it can be a modal helping verb, and semi modal, okay. Primary, modal, or semi modal verbs. In the primary helping verbs, these are the verbs like be, do, and have. Modal verbs, it can be like we have 10, that is can, could, will, would, shall, should, ought, to. And what are the semi-modal verbs here is we have three main. That is, they are the many like which are verbs are oftenly used. Okay, it can be a partly like many verbs like need, dare, used to. Okay, these are about the verbs. And the next comes the adverb. Okay, what is an adverb? Adverb is a one which refers to a word that describes a verb. Okay, and the previous we learned about a verb. That is, verb is an action which is being performed by the noun or a pronoun. Okay, and the same verb which is being described. How is this being described? It is described through the adverb. And an adverb, it can be like it can describe a verb or an adjective or another adverb. Okay, here for example, I am going now. Now it is describing like when the verb is going. Okay, then here we have 6 types of adverbs. Okay, the first one is an adverbs of time. Here the time is being mentioned. Okay, like example, my friend will come today. Okay, or never, I never spoke to her. Okay, these are the different adverbs where we use it in our daily life mostly. Then next one is an adverb of frequency. Here the frequency itself is telling us the number, or it can be a number, or which can tells us that whether the action is taking place frequently or oftenly. Okay, for example, I always uh, run. Okay, I always run. That means you will be running always. And one more like often. When I take an example of often, I say they often go out for dinner. Okay, like sometimes, occasionally, we are telling them the number, we are telling them the frequency. Okay, then next is an adverb of place. Place, the word itself tells that whether it is the time of an action, like whether where it is going to take place. Okay, here, everywhere, near, nearby, down. Okay, backward, upwards, it telling us the place where the verb is taken. For example, I have lived here for about 2 years. Here is an adverb in the sentence. Then next, coming to the next adverb, that is an adverb of manner. And this, it tells us like how, like which manner, like how this action is occurring. Okay, how, like slowly, badly, beautiful, loudly, slowly. For example, she dresses beautifully. Beautifully, it is the manner, like how the dress is looking like, whether it's looking beautiful or ugly. It is an adverb which tells us. Okay, next is an adverb of degree. Here the degree itself, it is tells us the intensity of an action, like fully, rathery, quite, enough. Okay, these are the different kinds of degrees of adverbs. For example, I am rather busy. She is almost 30. Then coming to the next one, that is an interrogative adverb. Okay, when is this interrogative adverb is used? It is used at the beginning of a question. Okay, like when did you come? How are you? Why are you late? Okay, these are the different kinds of adverbs. Then next, coming to an adjectives. Okay, What is an adjective here? Adjective is used to describe the quality of a noun. Whether, how is the noun? In the adverb, what did we learn? We learned that it is the manner, how it is occurring, right? Now, here in this adjective, we get to know about the quality of a noun. Okay, how is a noun? Then, for example, she is a pretty child. Here, pretty is, we are getting to know the quality of a pronoun or a noun. Here, child, right? Then we have different kinds of adjectives, and the first one is the proper adjective. Proper adjective. What is a proper adjective? See, while learning about the nouns, we got to know that a proper noun is the one which is used for a name, place, like person, place, organization, right? In the same way, here also, the proper noun that is being done in the adjective in the same way as a noun. Okay, like example, I love Indian food. Indian. Okay, here Indian is an adjective, like Chinese, American, okay, English people we say, like these are the different adjectives. The next is an descriptive adjective. Here descriptive adjective, it describes the quality or the condition of a person. The quality or the condition. Like example, careful, green, sick, clever, big. Here in the example we can get to know, like she is wearing a green dress. Okay. Ramu is a clever boy. Ramu. How is he? The quality. What is the quality of him? Is clever. The word clever is describing here. That's why it's an descriptive adjective. The next comes the quantitative adjectives. What are the quantitative adjectives? It tells us about the quantity, that how much it is and what is the degree of the things. Okay, like degree. In the same thing, we got to know about in the adverb, right? In the same thing, some, any, no, all, little, few. Like I have no money, there is enough water. These are the different kinds of quantitative adjectives. Then we have numeral adjectives. And this numeral adjectives, we have three different one. One is the definite, second one is an indefinite, and third one is an distributive. Definite, it tells us the number. Okay, what is a number? Number of the noun which we are talking about. It can be a noun or the pronoun which we are talking. It can be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, like Geeta is studying in first. Okay, Ramu always comes third in class. Third. Okay, then indefinite pronoun, like indefinite adjectives. What are the indefinite adjectives? Is there is no number to it. Okay, it can be everything. It can be several, or it can be enough, whole. These are the different kinds of words we use in the indefinite adjectives. Okay, like I have some apples. Some here. How many do you have? Some. You're not pointing out the number here. You're saying only a very little or some. The next comes a distributive. What is a distributive is adjective is it shows like whether the person or the things are independently or they are separate, like each. Each is you're separating a single one from a quantity, or it can be from 100 you're picking out a single person. You see, like we say that each of them come here, each. And then another one, every. We say everyone sit down. Okay, these are the different kinds of adjectives here, like example each, every, either, neither. Okay, then the next comes a demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives are the one which point out the person or the thing we are talking about, pointing out. Okay, like this, that, these, those, such, same. Like we say that this flower is beautiful. Then, um, then next comes the interrogative adjective. In this interrogative adjectives, what does they do? They modify nouns and they use it as questions. Okay, here like what, which, who, whom, whose. Like what fruit is this? Okay, we are pointing out, we are modifying the noun. Here fruit is a noun, right? We are modifying it and we are asking the question like what fruit it is. Okay, then next comes a possessive adjective. Possessive adjectives, they indicate the position. Like for example, my, his, her, our, your. This is my house. Whose house? It is my. Okay, the word my here, possessive, it belongs to, we giving a position to it. Then next is an emphasizing adjectives. What are these? Like these adjectives are the one which are used before the noun to emphasize it. Like example, own, very. Okay, then next comes a exclamatory adjective. Here when do we use this exclamatory one is when we try to sense or to express a surprise, joy, anger, the feelings when we come out of ourself. That time we use these exclamatory adjectives like what a beautiful landscape or what a fantastic painting. The exclamatory mark, that is a small, like when we write a word and put a dot to it. Okay, these are the different kinds of adjectives. Now next comes the conjunctions. Okay, what are conjunctions? Conjunction is a word which connects two words or clauses or sentence, phrase, or which shows the relation between them. Okay, and one more most important thing is that they are used to avoid making the text. Okay, and they make the text follow to it. And to say it in a simple words, conjunctions are the words used to connect single words, or that words can be nouns or verbs or adjectives or adverbs, or it can be a phrase. What is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words, right? Group of words, these, or it can be the, or it can join a clause. And what is a clause? A clause is a group of words with a subject and a finite verb. Like in the verbs, we got to know the finite verb, right? In the same, the clause, like it is, conjunction is the one which can be joining the clause or phrases. Clause, group of words with a subject and a finite verb. And what is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words in a sentence. Like example, Ramu caught the ball. Okay, here the clause, the subject is the ball. What is the finite verb here? Finite verb caught, right? So here in the example, we can get to know that the conjunction here, it is a group of clause or a phrases. Okay, then here we have different kinds of conjunctions, and the first one is an coordinating conjunctions. What do these coordinating conjunctions do? They join two or more sentences, main clause, or words or phrases that are equally important and complete in terms of grammar when compared to each other. Okay, when the first sentence and when second sentence we are combining these two sentences, And what do these both sentences do? They both are compared and to each other. Like example, for, and, nor, but, on, yet. Like example, are you tired or sleepy? Or here is a coordinating conjunction. Okay, it is being used to join single words or group of words of the same kind. Say tired and sleepy, both of them are relating words, right? Both of them are relating words, and that's why it is known as the coordinating conjunction. Then next comes the subordinating conjunctions. What are the subordinating conjunctions? These are the conjunctions which are used to join dependent to independent clauses. Okay, for example, although, as, after, since. When I take an example of, we have not spoken to each other since we left Mumbai. Okay, here since we have two, one is dependent to an independent, right? Then subordinating conjunctions like um, after, before, since, because, although, if. These are the two sentences they form in front of which they are used. Okay. Now next is an correlative conjunctions. What do these correlative conjunctions do? They work as in pairs, pairing. Okay. We all know that pair means two, right? What do? They work in pairing, joining phrases or sentences to different words or group of words in a sentence. Like example, whether, or, so that. These, what do we do? So we added few words to it, then again that in between. So these are the pair of words which we use both of them in the sentence, like neither, nor, either, or. For example, Ramu has neither a coat nor a sweater. Pairing, two words have been used here. That is, both of them are correlative to each other. Then next comes to the preposition. What is a preposition? A preposition is the word which shows the relationship between the noun and or a pronoun and some other word in the sentence, or it can be any element. And one more thing is that it will appear in front of the nouns. Okay. Then see, in the gerunds I told you alright, gerunds which acts like a verb or a noun and it is like an ing form. Okay, ing forms of verbs, they behave like nouns, right? And the same thing, these are like preposition is also used in front of them. Then we have different types of prepositions and they are used to connect different nouns, pronouns and phrases in a sentence. We have mostly simple preposition and compound preposition. Here simple. In the simple preposition, what do we consider? They consist only one word. Only one word, single one. That is on, at, about, with, after, for, among, despite. Okay, these are the different simple pronoun prepositions. Like example, he found the book about dogs on the table in the bedroom. On, okay, in the bedroom. Then next preposition, compound preposition. What are the compound? We know that it consists two or more words, like to, like according to, because of, together with, instead of, due to. These are the different kinds of compound prepositions. The word itself we get to know that compound, two or more words together. Okay, then next we have simple preposition. The simple preposition here, it is a preposition which consists of one word, single. Like we know, like in the starting I told you all, simple preposition, right? That. Then we have double preposition. What are the double prepositions? Which has more than one word, like up to, within. See, these are the two different words joining together and like becoming a single word again. Actually, we take in and to as different words, right? But in some of the words here, it's a double preposition. In this double preposition, what does it become? These two words, separate words, join and to form a single one, into. When I say that, um, up to, okay, like up to, within, up to, these are the two different words joining and it becomes a double preposition, that is up to, within. Okay, then next, participle preposition. Here what is the participle preposition? In this participle preposition, it is the words ending in ing, like considering, regarding, concerning. Okay, these are the different prepositions which end with an ing forms. Something. Okay. Hmm. Then next, disguised preposition. In this disguised preposition, this by, that is by, this can be changed into be, on. Okay, like it can be changed into O's, 5 o'clock. Okay, for example, O. Then phrase preposition. What is a phrase preposition? Phrase preposition is a group of words within the force of a single preposition, like according to, by means of. Like we have prepositions which is more than like different examples we can give for it, like three words together, by means of. It's a single word, like we cannot give them there. Okay, then here we have in this, not only the preposition, we have the different types, we have different functions also to it. Like these are the different prepositions indicate different functions, like to indicate time, okay, and place, purpose, direction, movement, means. Means is the transport. Here I'm speaking about the means, that is, let's go to Mumbai by bus. By, what here, by, it is a means of transport here I'm speaking about. Then comparison, source, manner. Okay, sources, then source, manner, comparison, concision, means, instrument, purpose. Purpose also, see, we can write a preposition here, we get an example of for. Like we went to the market for grocery. Okay, what is the purpose here? For. Okay, here these are the different kinds of prepositions. And then next comes the last of the parts of the speech, that is an interjection. Okay, what is an interjection? Interjection is a word that expresses a strong feeling. Okay, strong feeling, and it is just a sort of exclamation. Okay, like the feeling, we get a sudden feeling the when the expression we are give, and the listener of an interaction instantly understands the emotion of the speaker. Here what happened, if the speaker, the emotion, the listener, when the speaker speaks in such a way that the intention, the listener grabs the intention about the speaker. Okay, for example, ha, wow, then bless you. These are the different interjections, and one more most important thing is that we have to use an exclamation mark before the interjection words, like ha, that feels wonderful. Ha, after the ha, okay, we use a comma. Okay, then alas, exclamation mark. Alas. After alas, we should use an exclamation mark. Then congrats. Okay, these are the different kinds of expressions which is being given by the speaker, and through this itself the listener gets to know the emotion of the speaker. Okay, these are the different kinds of parts of the speech where it is very necessary for us to get to know to form the sentence. Okay, here to form the sentence structure, the most important thing we have to get to know that we have different five types of sentences. Okay, one is the subject and the verb. Only these two are there in a sentence. Like example, the boy plays, Ramu swims. Then we have the another sentence, that is here we have subject, verb and object. Okay, these three we have. Like John kicks the ball. Here John is a subject, and what is the verb? Verb here is an kicks. And what is the object? Ball. Okay, here we have the another um, type of sentence, that is we have an subject, verb and adverb. Like the boy ran quickly. The boy is a subject, verb ran and adverb is quickly. The boy ran quickly. Okay, this is a third type of a sentence. And we have the another fourth type of sentence, that is the subject, verb and adjective. See here the subject is related through the parts of the speech. The first one was a verb which is related with an object, and the second one is a verb which is again related with the adverb. Now we get to know the same. Again the verb is related to the adjective. Like the girl is pretty. Pretty. How is a girl? Pretty. That is the quality. Okay. Then the next type of a sentence, the last one is an subject, verb and noun. Okay. The boy is a student. The noun here is a student. As we know, the subject is boy and verb is an helping verb, right? Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. Here we can get to know that to form a sentence with the subject, the parts of the speeches are necessary for it. Okay, these are the different five types of verbs here, five types of sentences here where we can use it in a daily life. Okay, then we have different kinds of sentences here. We have four different types of sentences. Okay, the first one is an assertive or the declarative sentence. What will happen here in this? These sentences are like statements. We are giving, these are the, in order to give the information or report events or express an opinion or make a promise, it is being stated like a statement. Like example, like we have an example here is uh, Tansin was one of the 9 germs in the court of Akbar. Okay, here the information is being given. Like who was Tansin? Tansin was one of the germs in the court of Akbar. Okay, and one more thing is that here we are declaring that the Tansin was the 9th germ in the court of the Akbar. Then same in the like when we take it in the negative sentences also, what do? We insert not, not, not between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Okay, for example, Ramu drives, does not drive well. Here drives is a positive one, like Vijaya or Ramu drives well. Right, Ramu does not drive well. Not, right? Not is been where it has been inserted in the sentence. It has been inserted in the sentence between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Okay, Ramu does not drive well in the negative one. Okay, the next comes to the interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences, here we can get to know about the word itself, interrogative. What is it saying? It's telling that it ends with an question mark, right? Or it is being used to make inquiries, and it is being used in the sentences like for asking questions, like how did Tansin become such a great singer, when was he born, and like who is your sister, what is your phone number. These are the different kinds of interrogative questions in the form of a sentences. Okay, the next one is an imperative sentence. Imperative sentences, what do these sentences do? These sentences express commands, request, or advice. Okay, these are the commanding ones. These sentences can be in the form of commanding or request or advice. Like for example, I say open the door. Okay, when I say open, it is related to what? It is related to commands. Or if I say, please open the door, it becomes a request. Okay, then what is the another example for this is download some information about Tansen from the internet. Like I'm commanding you. What am I commanding you? I'm commanding you to download the information about Tansen from the internet. Okay, when I say the same sentence in a requesting way, I would like add something like, can you please download some of the information from the Tansin about Tansin from the internet. Okay, okay, these are the different types of imperative sentences where it can be a commanding, or it can be an advice, or it can be a request ones. The next comes to the exclamatory sentences. Here, what are the exclamatory sentences? What do? They express the the feelings, that is like surprise, pain, strong feelings which are related to, okay, like admiration, pity, pain, joy, sorrow. For example, how cold the night is. Like, do you work fast? How fast you work fast. These are the different kinds of expressing the sentences, the feelings which you have in your inner inner self, or and these are the only strong feelings which we express it. Okay, these are the different kinds of four sentences where we have to learn while using it in the English language. Okay, and one more important things, while remembering about this all the sentences, we can get to know about the question tags here. Question tags here is consists of a verb which followed by a pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. Okay, here what happens is the auxiliary verbs appears in the question tag in the form of a question tag. If I say Ramu is arriving today, okay, like in the same sentence, how can you put it in the questioning form? If you had the auxiliary verb, what is an auxiliary? I told you that auxiliary verb is an helping verb. Okay, in this sentence, what is an like helping verb is, right? When I say Ramu is arriving today, okay, when you say the same sentence in the form of a question, okay, using the question tags, you have to say that Ramu is arriving today, comma, isn't it he? For the positive ones, you have to use it in the negative, like in the short form of not. Okay, in the same way, when you're talking about the negative sentences, and you have to use the question tag as the positive one. Like for example, they don't work hard. Okay, this is sentence actually the negative one. Okay, like when you put in question tags to it, what do? You put the question tags in the positive way. Like they don't work hard, do they? Okay, These you have to, I hope you all have liked the video. Okay, thank you for listening to the video. I hope you would get whatever you all wanted through this video. Okay, thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.